Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. I'm Rachel Dahl. Today on the show we have Skiver and Darci Spero, who are promoting an all-new event out in Fallon, Battleborn Bronx, which is scheduled for June 15th, and we'll have a chat with them on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Liberals Steve Sisolak and Aaron Ford. Socialism out of control. Releasing violent criminals, special interests over our children, and crippling shutdowns on small businesses. It's time for a conservative approach. Republican Tisha Black, a mom who will put our kids first, a self-made businesswoman who will stop government overreach, and Tisha backs the blue. She'll get tough on crime. Tisha Black, the conservative choice for Attorney General.
Retail's impact on Nevada's economy? Enormous. 8,600 businesses, large and small, employing 145,000 workers. And last fiscal year, retail paid tax on nearly $60 billion in sales. We're the Retail Association of Nevada. We support retail, we help it grow, and we mean business.
RANNV.org.
Take a look at Pro Group Management and see how your workers' comp requirements can be met head-on. By taking a proactive approach, Pro Group can assure that your company is meeting or exceeding state and federal standards. As you move forward in your industry, Pro Group moves with you, simplifying regulatory tasks, clearing the way so you can get the job done and look to your future success. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Politicians, they hide behind commercials and social media, trying to act tough. A bunch of keyboard cowboys. They talk tough about immigration, but none of them have locked up or deported a single violent criminal. Not one. I've deported thousands. They closed schools, tied the hands of police, and wrecked our economy. I'm Joe Lombardo. I'm running for governor because we can do better. Nevada deserves better. Let's take our state back.
Joe Lombardo for governor.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. Today on the show we have Skiver and Darci Spero, who are putting together, founding, hosting a really exciting event out in Fallon this summer. It is the Battleborn Bronx event, June 15th. It's going to be at the new Rafter 3C facility in Fallon. And so you two have agreed to come on the show today and talk about that. We'll start with Darci telling about the event.
So this is a PRCA approved event, sanctioned event for barebacks and saddle broncs. There'll be 30 in each event, and it'll be the best guys, best cowboys in the world, and the best horses in the world in Fallon.
That's amazing. And there's a big purse.
Yes, we thankfully have partnered with some really great sponsors, including the City of Fallon. And the mayor and the city council have really helped us out with the added money. And so it's going to be $25,000 an event added, which is kind of a big deal for this type of event.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. It's not the first event at that facility, but it's probably going to be the first big event. Yeah, they've been doing a few things, and it's the building is great. It's a really neat place. There's going to be some really great events that come to town because of it. That'll be really neat to see. So Ty, tell us the history. You're the founder. Tell us what that means.
Yes, I am the founder.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us how this came about. This is a pretty cool thing.
Well, I just have always been around a rodeo my whole life, and my son's a top PRCA bareback rider, and a lot of my customers for my boots and chaps are top guys, and kind of just had an idea of putting on an event. Originally, I wanted to put on a rigging rally or whatever they call them up there at the race car track in Fallon. I thought it'd be really cool, so I kind of visited about that, and then when they started on this building, I just thought, dang, that'd be awesome to have an event in there. And at that time, I didn't even know it was going to be the building was going to be as nice as it is.
Yeah.
So I called and just inquired, and they wanted to have a meeting with me, and so I didn't tell Darci. I just went down there, told them we'd do it. And
the
then
founder and the implementer.
And then I just kind of started as an idea, and Darci and I just visited about it, and we said, heck, let's try it out. So we set a date and made a plan, and here we go.
Here we go. It
Yeah.
sounds really, you've got a whole lineup of things. Starting, is the first event the camp?
Yeah, so we've partnered with the PRCA. They're going to send 5 instructors, I guess. They're all NFR qualifiers that are going to be coming, and we're inviting kids ages 7 and up that are interested in cowboy stuff at all skill levels, from them having no clue what they're doing to have been on some bucking horses before. And they get to spend the day with those guys just learning about the events, saddle bronc, bareback, and some bull riding stuff as well. They get to learn about the animal safety and welfare. They get to learn about the rules and the proper way to do things, the equipment, all that kind of stuff. We do lunch for them, and they get some really cool stuff for coming to that event. And then that evening, we'll be at the Grid there in Fallon, and we're going to be putting on a welcome party. There'll be a Calcutta where we just invite all of our sponsors and friends to come to that, and then a live band after that.
Okay.
Then the next
really
day,
fun.
the next day is the
the
real event, the big event at 7 o'clock. But what we've done with that is we open a little bit earlier that day at about 4 o'clock. We'll have food trucks and high-end vendors, so people can come and shop and eat, and then come watch the show.
That's really fun. So the camp is for kids the day before, so June 14th. And it goes like most of the day from 9
from about 9 until about 3 o'clock
in the afternoon. And it's any kid. So all over Northern Nevada, a kid who's interested could come in.
Yep, you can go to battlebornbronx.com and register. And then that way we'll have all the information. And but they can register up until May 30th for that. And you can get tickets for the event at battlebornbronx.com as well.
Cool. So having an event like this, and of course it's right before the Reno Rodeo. So on their way to the rodeo, or how does that play out with the?
Well, that's a big reason why we picked the date on a Wednesday night. Is Livermore, California will be over on Sunday. Pleasant Grove, Utah is over on Sunday, and then they'll be coming to Reno. The First Perfect Reno is on Friday. The Extreme Bull's on Thursday. So we just thought it'd be great stopover in Fallon on the way. It just works for the contractors and for the cowboys especially. And we wanted to make this event, first and foremost, the best event possible for our competitors. So that Wednesday night is just fits for them to stop in there and ride and then go on to Reno.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
That's great. To pull off an event like this takes a lot of sponsors. Go ahead and talk a little bit about the folks who have helped you put this together. The City of Fallon, of course, but you've got some local, but you've also got some national sponsors for this event.
Yeah, the Cowboy Channel has really been helpful in just encouraging us to do this. We've got a couple of great announcers. We've got A&K Construction, or A&K Earth Movers in Fallon has been a really big help to us. Like you said, the city and the mayor have really been helpful. The Rafter 3C Arena, Jesse Segura and Jim Barbie, they're out there and they're really helping us with that. Is that mine? Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. You had Cinch?
Cinch. Cinch, Resistol, Cinch, Resistol, Prefert. I'm trying to think of all the big ones. Cinch has been really great from the beginning. Who else do we have? That's
Pape Construction.
Yeah.
Pape is a big one as well.
That's neat.
And then the tourism, Fallon Tourism as well.
Fallon Tourism, good deal.
And the Grid has helped us a lot.
What does this do for the local businesses? Of course, the local Fallon businesses will probably all benefit from that facility and having this big event. How many people are you expecting?
We're expecting to sell out at about 2,300. Our VIP area is already sold out, and so we do have general admission tickets open as well. The general admission seats about 2,000, give or take. So we're thinking probably a few less than that just for space.
Yeah.
But yeah, about 2,300. I think 2,300 to 2,500 is what we'll sell out at.
Neat. That's really cool. I've seen a lot of your promotion has got pictures of the cowboys who are coming, and they're pretty fancy duds. Are you responsible for that? Or do you make those chaps?
Somewhat. Some
Yeah.
of them I make their chaps for, and their boots,
really
and some other belts and things like that. Yeah.
So this is an event that's not just for cowboy people. Like the people who are not necessarily involved in that industry are going to come see some really neat.
Oh yeah, they're
cultural type.
Yeah, they're going to witness some really great stuff. We have 5 different stock contractors.
Okay.
Normal rodeo will have 1 stock contractor, but we have 5 different guys bringing their best horses.
Okay.
And that's better for our cowboys. They're going to want to come get on that caliber of horses for $25,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be, we'll get the best in the world for sure. And I wanted to go back to our school. The instructors are going to be RC Landingham, he's 3-time NFR qualifier. Clayton Bigelow, 2019 world champion. Mitch Pollock, NFR qualifier. Colburn Bradshaw, several-time NFR qualifier, and Steve Woolsey, NFR qualifier several times. So really awesome guys putting that school on.
So that might not mean something to everybody, but in this world, that is impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive really to have that caliber of guys and that many of them doing a clinic. Yeah,
that's neat. All right, well, we'll take a little short break, and we'll be back on Nevada Newsmakers with Ty Skiver and Darci Spero.
Liberals Steve Sisolak and Aaron Ford. Socialism out of control. Releasing violent criminals, special interests over our children, and crippling shutdowns on small businesses. It's time for a conservative approach. Republican Tisha Black. A mom who will put our kids first. A self-made businesswoman who will stop government overreach. And Tisha backs the blue. She'll get tough on crime. Tisha Black, the conservative choice for Attorney General.
Brian Culpa Photography was born in the rolling hills of Massachusetts, and now he can help you experience the stunning beauty of Nevada in a whole new way through the power of flight. Flying has always been a passion for Brian, and at Brian Culpa Photography, he can make your imagination soar. Brian has the creative mind and tools to tell your unique story. Experience the bird's eye view at brianculpaphotography.com.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years.
Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
The Do It Right guys at Nevada Heating have one mission. Your air conditioner breaks down today. We fix it today. Why sweat for days while your air is down when Nevada Heating can get the job done today and you can get cool again? For nearly 50 years, locally owned Nevada Heating has been getting the job done right. Call today at 323-5585 or see us online at nevadaheating.com.
Nevada Newsmakers Studio is located at the headquarters of the Nevada Trucking Association. Motion and purpose are a truck's greatest virtue.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
We're back on Nevada Newsmakers with Ty Skiver and Darci Spero. Actually, Darci at Skiver Boots.
Yeah.
Promotions. Who
keep
knew?
adding to the list.
Who knew?
Right?
That's exciting. Now you're a promoter. That's
.org.
great. .org. How about explain the process of how this works? You've got all these guys who come, and you've got 2 separate events, and then we'll talk about the Calcutta so folks know about that. But explain in general just how the whole thing would work. You take 60 guys and you split them into teams.
Oh, for the Calcutta.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's actually a draw, and all the guys draw the animal that they will compete on. So that's a completely separate thing from the Calcutta.
Okay.
But then we'll take those teams. This is just something that we'll do the night before at our welcome party. You take the 15 four-man teams, so the 60 guys, split them into four-man teams, and then we take each of those teams, and people can bid on those teams, and it's just kind of a fun way for people to get more involved in our event. And so basically, if they win, then you win some money back.
Yeah.
It's an auction. There'll be a live auctioneer that will auction off each team. It's how you buy the team.
So that'll be a fun event.
Yeah, it'll be very fun.
And then you basically can participate in the event without having to go get on a
on a bucking
one
animal.
Of these bucking animals.
Exactly.
That's neat. That's really fun.
Yeah, it keeps everybody more entertained, I think, during the event too. If you know that your team's
for sure, you're actually
winning
a part of it.
Yeah.
That's neat. That'll be fun. So, are you going to do this again next year?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes. So yes, this will be an annual event. We'll probably just add to it every year and see what works and what we could do better, and then just kind of keep adding to it from there. I'm really excited about the rodeo camp. When we went down to Fort Worth to the Cowboy Channel studios, we watched Casey Field, and some friends of ours did a short film about his life and his story, and it was it's called Unbroken, and it's a story of Casey Field, and it's really inspiring. And so one of the things that he talked about was growing the sport, and just being more sponsors getting more involved in supporting the athletes. And so we kind of came back thinking, that's when we were thinking about doing this event, and we thought, you know, what better way to do that than have a rodeo camp and get more kids involved, and maybe kids that like just are kind of athletic that never have thought about getting on a horse before, you know, but just to be around world champions and that caliber of athletes, I think is going to be really cool for kids just to be around. And
yeah, it's really neat. So is normally this event isn't like by itself. Normally people who do saddle broncs and bareback are in an entire rodeo. Is that
rodeo
correct?
Event. It can be. We do have some friends that put on these sorts of events. It's sort of newish, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a new event. They call them standalone events.
Standalone, okay.
And so it's kind of a different deal. They had, like I said, the rig and rally. It was bareback riding only. A few years they've been having bronc ridings, saddle bronc only, called the extreme broncs.
Okay.
And they've had extreme bulls for several years.
Yeah, that's what I knew about.
And so this is kind of one of the first ones with both events, bareback riding and saddle bronc riding. And they're getting to be more of them. Even like this year, several of them have popped up. So it'll be good. But
good. Yeah, so you guys travel around quite a bit, and you're really exposed to this world. What's that like?
So Ty has been a bootmaker forever, but when we got together, he decided that he wanted to start building more boots. And he's an amazing artist, and he's known for his leather tooling and the shaps and things like that. So he found
I'm the founder.
You're the
founder, you're the promoter. We're doing that again.
Oh my gosh. He found a shop that has about 30 bootmakers that just do a really great job. So we were able to work with them to build our cowboy boots, Skiver boots, right?
Okay.
So Ty gets to do all the one-of-a-kind stuff, and then we send all the parts to our shop, and they put them all together and send them back to us. So it's great because we can, you know, he doesn't have to make each pair one pair at a time. We have sort of a team that helps us with that. So in doing that, we get to go to more events throughout the year. Last year during the NFR in Las Vegas, we set up our own showroom and had a 2-week long sort of boot party with bands and people that came in and just hung out and bought boots there in Vegas. We've gone to Montana and another Extreme Broncs event with our friend Rory in South Dakota. We kind of just keep adding to the list of places that we go.
Well, we kind of have a bit of a following, I guess you could say, for our boots. And we're about the only boot company out there that they'll call us and say, you know, I want this. And of course, we got to fit them.
Right.
So we'll say, we're going to be in Rapid City August 23rd for a week. If you could meet us there, we'll be in Vegas. So usually we have appointments set up knowing we're going to get orders and stuff, so we just show up there, and then the people from that part of the country can order boots, and it just
and
helps
come get
us
fit.
come get fit. And
so you're right in
design.
Fallon, so I could just come get fit.
Yeah.
Anytime.
You can come get fit.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love the synergy. I think that's such a catchword but I love the fact that you have a small business and you're able to maximize that and turn it into an event that's going to help the entire northern part of the state. Like, this will be a really great draw for Fallon, but you're really putting northern Nevada another pin in the map for us. And so that's a neat thing to be able to do with your very own personal small business.
Right.
And just grow that. So thank you. We'll be back on Nevada Newsmakers with Ty and Darci.
Politicians, they hide behind commercials and social media, trying to act tough. A bunch of keyboard cowboys. They talk tough about immigration, but none of them have locked up or deported a single violent criminal. Not one. I've deported thousands. They closed schools, tied the hands of police, and wrecked our economy. I'm Joe Lombardo. I'm running for governor because we can do better. Nevada deserves better. Let's take our state back.
Joe Lombardo for governor.
I'm here at the Carson Valley Inn in Minden with Joey Whitaker, and you've got a lot of convention space and meeting breakout space for people. Tell us about what's available.
Well, we can handle a group up to about 250, and anywhere as small as 10 or 15. So it really depends on what you're looking for, what the customer's looking for. We're open to anything. It's a beautiful drive, and if you live in South Reno, it's probably about 35 minutes, so it's real easy to get to. It's not a long way to get away to the Carson Valley Inn.
Pro Group Management is the place where companies can find workers' comp solutions that are designed to meet their specific business requirements. As regulations evolve, Pro Group takes a proactive approach to clear the path to make sure your business stays ahead of the curve. Knowing your workers' comp program is optimized, you can focus on other important matters related to your growing business. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Truck drivers are some of the hardest working people you'll meet, delivering over 70% of America's freight and 92% of Nevada's. When there's a natural disaster, they're delivering critical supplies to help those communities recover and rebuild. Every sector of the economy and our nation's military rely on truck drivers. So let's take a moment to say thank you. On the open road or city streets, our truck drivers are rolling to make our economy and our nation stronger. Trucking moves America forward.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
We're back on Nevada Newsmakers with Ty Skiver and Darci at Skiver Boots. She's a new promoter. Darci has spent her life as a small business owner, but basically a beautiful salon. And now you find yourself promoting this. I think it's a neat. I'm a fan of small businesses, and I think what you guys are doing is neat. And so I think the important thing to kind of the takeaway for what you guys are doing is taking a facility like what they've put in Fallon and what all of the Northern Nevada communities have some sort of facility, and using that to bring people to the communities. So I know you work really closely with the city and the county to do that. So tell me how that's working in real life.
Well, it's a brand new facility that's actually, I think they're putting in dirt this week. So everything's really new. So sort of inventing a new event in a new facility that's everything's new to everybody. So the county, like I said, has been really good with helping us, get our event going in there, making sure that we have everything that we need. And the city as well, they're just really great with helping us put on the event, like making sure that it goes as perfectly as we want it to go. Jesse is in the arena, I think, right now, making sure all the dirt in the arena and everything that's coming in is getting put in the way that it's supposed to, and then
and then the theory behind these projects that each of these communities do is that it's going to bring people to the small businesses, and so you're doing that. You're including all the small businesses.
Yeah.
How have you gone about that?
Well, we just really, I'm from Fallon, and I've left for a while and then came back, and like you said, I had my salon for several years, and I just love Fallon, and I've always, I've always want Fallon to do cool events and have cool things, and so one of the things that we've done, and obviously support local businesses. So what we wanted to do was just reach out to all those local businesses, whether it's bars, restaurants, artists, hotels, definitely, and then have them all involved, but have it be over a 2 or 3 day even long period, so that it kind of pushes people that are from out of town out into the community, to the shops and the restaurants and all the places, because we want people to spend all their money while they're here.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we're watching theory and practice and hoping it works. Sounds like it's going to work.
It's working good so far.
Yeah, and having it be on the Cowboy Channel is a great thing too, because they have like 8 million viewers, which is awesome. And so I feel like if we can show off that building, they're at the arena, that we can bring more events as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking with us.
You bet. Thanks for joining us today on Nevada Newsmakers. We'll be back.
Danny Tarkanian has based his life on the values that make him a true America First conservative. Faith, family, hard work, helping others, a fighter that never backs down. As a county commissioner, Danny has been a forceful voice for the people, defending their interests against the powerful and influential. He's been a mentor for fatherless boys and at-risk children. As he's done his entire life, Danny will bring courage, caring, and conviction to fight for all of us.
My name is Danny Tarkanian. I'm running for Congress, and I approve this message.
Ahern Rentals began as Signal gas station on Las Vegas Boulevard. Founder John Ahern grew the business by offering rentals. His son Don built on John's legacy, growing Ahern Rentals into the largest independently owned American rental company, with 89 locations in 30 states. Don also brought his experience and vision to equipment manufacturing with Extreme Manufacturing and Snorkel. Today, Ahern Rentals continues to bring its family values to a new generation. Learn more at ahern.com.
With Nevada's only transplant center and verified burn center, the science is here. With award-winning cardiologist and the state's only dedicated heart failure clinic, the talent is here. With Nevada's most advanced robotic surgery, the technology is here. And with the Silver State's only designated pediatric trauma center, hope is here. All because we are here. UMC.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org. Don't miss the $200,000 Big Cash giveaways at Tamarack Casino through May 28th. One $10,000 Big Cash winner guaranteed every Saturday, plus over $60,000 in grand prize giveaways. The $200,000 Big Cash giveaways at Tamarack Casino.
What do you count on? You count on your power every day. At NV Energy, we've always powered what's important to you, but we're not looking at the past. We're focused on the future. While our standards are high, our rates will remain low. And our commitment to renewables isn't just meeting standards, but leading the way. Because you can count on more than just your power. You can count on the company who brings it to you. That's our promise. You can count on it.
As always, you can watch Nevada Newsmakers 24 hours a day at nevadanewsmakers.com. You can also check our archive going back to 2005 on our website. Again, nevadanewsmakers.com. We'll see you on the next show.